All right, Likutei Moharan Torah Ches, a new Torah, and it's the eighth. We know the eighth is L'maylim Derech HaTeva. 8, 7 is nature, 8 is above nature, and we're going into Hanukkah, which Hanukkah is eight candles, and this Torah was given over by Rabbi Nachman on Shabbos Hanukkah, so it's very apropos, as Abe would say. So, okay, Re'isi v'hinna menorah zov kula v'gula roisha. That's Pasuk in Zechariah, and that's in the Haftorahs of Shabbos Chanukah also. Hine yakar genuche v'noiha. See how precious it is. A krechts, shekoirin krechts, me'ish Israeli. A krechts is a sigh, someone is, has a, you can't say a krechts in English, really. A krechts, a Yiddish krechts.
An oi.
An oi, yeah. Ki hu shleimus a chesroinus. A krechts is the shleimus of anything that lacks. It fulfills anything that lacks. Ki al dai beginnas anashima. Because through breath, through breathing, and through breath work, there's a whole breath work Torah also. So anyone that's into breath work should learn Torah Ches. Right? The world, that's the Ruach HaChaim of the how the world was created, was through the Ruach of life, which is, that's how Hashem created the world. Like it says, Ruach Piv called Tzivoam. With the Ruach of his mouth, everything was created. The renewal of the world will also be through Ruach, which is, Mashiach is going to come. That's the after Elef Hashvi. It's going to be the Olam Haba. That's going to be also through Ruach. We'll send out the Ruach and it will renew the earth. This is also the chiyasa, besides of creating the world with the Ruach, it's also giving life to people, to human life. Right? Because by breathing, it gives us life. The life force is our breathing. Hashem blew in to Adam a breath of life. And it says, Kol asher nishmas ruach chaim ba'apav. If you don't have breath, then you don't have life. Nimtza. So we see from this, the ikar life force of everything is v'chunes ruach, comes from ruach. When there's any lack in anything, the ikar lack is in the chiyas of whatever it is of that thing, whatever that thing is lacking, which is the ruach hachaim, because ruach is what gives something an existence. Anything that exists needs to have a ruach. Yeah, the famous Nigan, ruach, ruach, ruach. Va'anacha.
Beautiful.
And the nacha, the krechts. That's a rikas anashima. That's when that's like a extended ruach. That's when you extend your breath. And that's beginnes erech hapayim. Erech hapayim is patience, right? Hashem has patience. That's the patience is the long breath. Daina marech ruche. Extended the ruach, extended the breath. When a person krechts of something that lacks, and he's extending his ruach, he's actually mamshech more ruach hachayim, ruach of life, to what's lacking, to what it is lacking. He's actually adding life by being marich ruach. The ikar chesaron who stalk is a ruach hachayim canal, like we said before, that the ikar lack comes from not having the ruach hachayim. Basically, when someone is when you go into breath work, when you want to slow down your thoughts, you want to slow down your breath, you can actually, you're healing yourself by slowing down your breath. When someone is in a rush and his breath is short, someone is or when someone is not healthy, his breath is short. To have a long breath, I remember once Reb Mata told me, he says, Atem Arayin, breathe in, and Atem Arois, breathe out. That's how you can like slow down your days. Like in the middle of the day, just take a few minutes to Atem Arayin and Atem Arois. And that's the godless of this is to, if you want to extend life to anything in the world, whatever it is, stop and do a long breath. Add life to it.
How would you touch up Ramata for my English-speaking friends?
Atem Arayin is breathe in,
Yeah.
and Atem Arois is breathe out.
Right. No, I
It's
understand.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atem is a
Autumn.
Atem.
Take a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Okay. Ma'ayim mekabel and ruach hachayim. Where are we going to be mekabel this? Where are we going to get this ruach hachayim? Dash. Ikir ruach hachayim. The ikir ruach of life. Mekabel mahat tzadik v'rav shebedar. You get from the tzadik or the rav shebedar. Ki ikir ruach hachayim hu b'Torah. The ikir ruach hachayim you get is from the Torah. K'mo shekoseh b'ruach alakim merechefes al pnei hamoyim. That Hashem's ruach hovers over the waters, and we know that Mayim is Torah. What Torah? But tzaddikim tvekim b'Torah. The tzaddikim are connected to Torah. The ikir ruach hachayim is by them. When a person is mekusher, is to the tzaddik, it has a connection, has a relationship with the tzaddik or the rav shebedar. Kashu misanich emarich ruche. When he has a krechts, he's mamshich imarach ruche, and he has a prolonged breath. Mamshich ruach hachayim ha'tzadik shebedar. He's mamshich the ruach of life from the tzaddik. Shehuduvik b'Torah sheshama ruach. So he's connected. Because he's connected, he's getting it from the Torah, which is ruach hachayim. B'zeh shenikra tzaddik. And this is why the tzaddik is called Ish Asher Ruach Boy. A man in whom there is ruach. He knows how to deal with the ruach of each person. The tzaddik's job is to complete the ruach of each and every person. Right? So the people are connected to the tzaddik, relying on the tzaddik for the tzaddik to be marech ruche for them, to bring in life to them. And only a real tzaddik that connects to everyone's neshama could do that. We know that David had a harp over his bed, and every night a northern wind would come and play on the harp, and it would wake him up, and it would start learning Torah. David's harp had 5 strings, against the 5 books of the Torah. The northern wind that blew on his harp, that's the Ruach Alakim that's hovering on the water, which is Torah. Ruach tzafon, v'chinas haruach hatzafon b'libo shel adam. The northern wind is not only a northern wind, it's also the wind that everyone has hidden in his heart. It's a hidden spirit. That's b'chinas haruach hachaim. Tzafon chaser. Tzafon is something that is lacking. Why? Because we know in the summer, when you have very long days in the summer, the sun doesn't reach all the way to the north. So the north, the very far north, is always lacking. It never fully receives the sunlight. So Vachesaran in that's the lack of the north. That's in a physical level, but in our tzafon, that's chesaron is believe when there's a lack in the heart. It says that Hashem should give whatever your heart wants. Yemale Hashem kol mishalasecha, right? The ikir ruach hachayim who believe. The ikir ruach hachayim is in the heart. Like it says the Zohar. Kulio ishafim es nahagem boser libe kamalka. Says all the body's organs are directed by the heart, which is like a king. Kmoda at Omar el asher yiash shamar haruach loleches. Says wherever the ruach intended to go, that's where you're gonna go. Ki haruach who believe ruach is in the heart. The chesaron who is talkas haruach shemekoyim belev. The chesaron, the lack. Whenever anyone has a lack, that's when the ruach leaves the heart. That's why you feel a lack in the heart. When the lack gets filled up, that's why it says, that Hashem fills that void in the heart, that feeling of emptiness in the heart. Hashem fills that with the ruach. Yisrael, that we are makabel the ruach hachaim from the Torah, nikrom al Shem Tzofan. That's why we're called on the Shem Tzofan. So they plot against your people and they counsel against your hidden ones, which the hidden ones is us as Yidden. We're the hidden ones, and we're by being connected to the Torah, we're getting filled. Our hearts are going to get filled up. This is what we're going to end today.